Alright, so today I'm going to be talking and documenting my experience when it comes to HASPORT Egk2 mounts and what I had to go through. So this is a K24, as everybody knows, and if you're not aware, they're about 19, I believe 19 centimeters, don't quote me wrong, but they're slightly bigger than a K20. So as we all seen before, HASPORT has dual height mounts to compensate for this issue. So that way, you know, if you decide to go with a K24 and then down the line you get a K20, you can set it according to your mounts. So I decided to get better oil clearance, oil pan clearance, to go from my K24 setting to my K20 setting, on my K24. So it was no easy task. I know I've seen trends, forums and stuff like that, people doing it. I'm not too sure about how it is now. I know innovative mounts, you had to cut certain parts of your hood. I'm not sure if anybody had to cut their hood because of what I'm doing as well. I haven't really found anything regarding that, but this is what I had to go through to do that. So I cut this section to clear this one portion here where the camshafts, the cam gear sits, and then this portion right here, because it was touching at the corner of my RBC, and then I cut this wet portion here of the hood to clear my throttle and all this section right here. Unfortunately, I kept on hitting the barred vacuum section, as you can see here. So pretty much the hood will hit right there. So I had to remove this, and then it's really easy to remove it. All you do is just pretty much twist it around or pull it and it comes out. And then there's a lot of ways for you to you can tap this, you can plug it, which I'm going to show you with the kit that I got from Hybrid Racing. But yeah, this is pretty much what you're going to have to go through if you decide to do that. I did that just because I want oil pan clearance. As we can see now, I don't have a before, but that's the oil pan right there. So before that, it was about 2 inches off the ground. That's why I monster truck a little bit my EG in the front, so that way I can compensate for that. As you can see here, a little bit, almost 4 fingers. So yeah, and then in the process of all this, obviously you will have to sacrifice your hood a little bit, but not knowing if this will clear or not, I took a mallet and hit this portion here. So I ended up denting it and actually messing up my hood further than what it was, as you can see. So yeah, I'm still debating what I should do with this. I should get a hood brawl and cover it up, or even if it gets to this point, the hood brawl, or just getting a scoop or something or cutting it off. I don't know. I'm still undecisive what I'm going to do in that situation. But yeah, so let's get right into the video and let's start installing the new stuff. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and start assembling and installing the Hybrid Racing throttle adapter that I got, as you can see, with the 1/8 MPTs. And ideally you do want to remove this gasket and replace it, but since I didn't really have it for a long time and it looks in really good conditions, I'm just going to reuse it. Same goes with the one on the back of the throttle body as well. Preferably you want to get thermal gaskets, but I just use what I got from when I bought it. So let's go ahead and start installing this. So you want to face it this way, obviously, because the MPTs go to the front. Take your smallest Allen bolts. Installing it. And this spacer right here says 70 millimeter. So obviously it does not match the RBC, so you're gonna have to port it to match it. So right now I'm running a 70 millimeter throttle body plus this, and I am restricting a little bit of air because of this diameter difference on the RBC. My guess is by looking at it, it could be 64, but it's no biggie. I mean, I know it's restricting a little bit of power. Alright, now that you install the smaller Allen bolts, now you're gonna get a Allen socket. This is a 6 millimeter. This is a quarter drive ratchet. So I'm gonna go ahead. Don't over torque it. I'm not torquing it to something. I'm just gonna make sure it's snug and it's not over torqued. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna go for a crisscross pattern here, just to make sure it's evenly bolted. Alright, time to install back the throttle body. And so for the throttle body, it's going to be pretty easy. It's just going to be another set of these Allen bolts, 6 millimeter on the Allen socket, and then just follow the same step. Just make sure you. I'm doing a crisscross pattern, so yeah, just to make sure. Alright, so now it's time to install the vacuum plug. Let's go with it. I mean, I prefer to tap it, but in the meantime, I'm just going to use this. But in the future, I'll definitely be tapping it. There you go. Alright, so it's been about a week now, and I finally got my fitting in, as you can see. So this is an elbow, 1/8 MPT to -6, and this is going to be going right over here. I'm going to be taking some -6 braided line. I'm going to be extending it from the brake booster, and then I'm going to be connecting it right here along with my elbow to a 45-degree fitting. Alright, so I went ahead and removed the throttle body all over again to remove the MPT, the 1/8 MPT plug, because when I was gonna put the elbow, you need a lot of room. It's either remove the TPS, which I don't have to I don't want to recalibrate, or remove the throttle body, which that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, so we ran into an issue. So as you can see, this section right here, the RBC, as I'm rotating it, it's hitting. So I'm gonna have to remove the adapter and then go again. Alright, as you can see, the throttle body is back on. I did put the elbow back on, see? Now it's time to test fit the 45 and back to the brake booster with the nylon braided. Alright, so the fitting is on and this is what we're looking at. Not too bad. I'm going to be routing it through the bottom here, underneath, and then back over there. I'm going to be removing this one because this is the old one back when I had the bar fitting right there. I'll be removing this one and then measuring the other one and cutting it through to length. Alright, so the nylon braided is on, so you can see running underneath, and then back to the brake booster. So you can see now I am going to tighten this now that I know where I want it. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten this up. Alright, so I went in and installed back the cold air intake. Now time to tighten this up. Alright, it's going the opposite way. You don't have to put Teflon right there, but I went ahead just to make sure I didn't get no leaks. I mean, this is good for oil and fuel, so I'm pretty sure you don't have to put Teflon, but just to be safe, I went ahead and put some Teflon. So there you go. Now we are all set. It's tightened down. I'll go ahead and plug back my TPS and my map, and we're gonna get this fire up to see. Last check before I turn it on. Everything's on, bolted, plugged in. Alright, let's give it a start. The pedal feels amazing. I can tell it's working. Everything is fine. I don't hear no leaks, no vacuum leaks like I did before, because I did check it before I had the elbow. The pedal feels good, so I am getting some response. Now I need you guys' help here. I'm not sure if I have this facing the right way. I forgot the name, but if I remember, I'm gonna put it back. But I know it's like a check valve or something for the brake booster. So let me know if I have it facing the correct way down in the comments. I will appreciate it. Thank you. So far so good. I know the car, I took it to get a flex pie welded, and it ended up being really short, so I messed up. It's messing up my AFRs. I've checked all over the car, and my AFRs keep spiking up, going lean. So the only thing I can think of is it's not sealed correctly, or it's not made it correctly in the bottom because of that flex pipe that I put, and I noticed that it was a lot shorter than before. So I know that's inducing a leak in there as well, and it's fooling my O2 sensor to believe that to dump more fuel, since it's reading reading lean. So that's something I have to tackle. So I'm gonna have to find a welder nearby. So if you're a welder and you're in Florida, hit me up, because I am in Florida and I'm looking for a welder, and just let me know to see. I mean, I am talking to somebody, but so far he's been really busy and I haven't heard back from him that much. So let's just see. So far it's not even really good. Alright everybody, that's pretty much going to wrap it up. That's going to conclude the video. To summarize the video, if you're getting EGK HASPORT mounts and you have a K24 and you're trying to run it in the K20 position, these are pretty much the stuff you're going to have to do. You're going to have to obviously cut the webbing to clear the RBC corner, and then on the side of the valve cover, you're gonna have to flip your mounts to this position to run the K20 setting on the K24. See, it's on the second one, and I do have it on the second one because of how the engine positions. So when I had it on the top one, on that top one, as you can see, the valve cover did go down the engine, but the RBC in the intake stuck higher, so it was a lot harder to clear this section right here of the hood. So I went ahead and put it on the second. I relocated my bar fitting to here, to this position right here. You don't have to run a fitting. This is just what I had because of convenience and affordability, but you can get crafty and get something a lot different. And you have the pros to this. You're gonna have oil pan clearance, so no more worrying about if you're gonna hit something. You can also drop it a lot more, which I'm considering. As you can see, this is when I had it in the K24 because the oil pan sits a lot lower. So those are the pros. Cons, you're gonna have to obviously cut your webbing, which sucks, and unfortunately for me, I ended up damaging my hood, which is gonna cost me. So that's one of the bad things about it, negative things about this. But other than that, it came out pretty clean. Now I have all this section right here clean, and then I just relocated it here. And by the way, this is a hybrid racing RBC adapter, if you guys are wondering. As you guys can see, and there's a hood close. I've been trying to, I originally got that little hood scoop to put on there, but it wasn't curved, so the two-sided tape popped right out. So I just put it there for right now. I don't know. I mean, so far I'm liking the look. It did come with two, so I'm thinking if I should put the other one on the other side. I don't know if it looks too ricey or what. You guys let me know. But so far, that dent, I wish I would have not done that. I would have salvaged my hood for sure. But I don't know. I can cut this one up and see if I can put a hood scoop or something. But that's later on in the future. But for right now, this is pretty much it. So if you guys are planning on doing it, by far it's worth it. A little bit of work, but you do get that oil pan clearance, which I did one. So now I can rest assured that when I'm driving, I'm gonna feel a lot more comfortable. So thank once again, you guys. So that's pretty much gonna conclude the video. So if you guys have any questions, any concern, make sure to leave a comment, and I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Peace out.